Hi there. People ask, which is better, motivation or habit? As we seek to grow and move forward in life, studies, career, or business, we come to recognize that it's not what we do once in a while that makes the big difference, but what we do repeatedly, consistently, regularly, continually, frequently, again and again, or time after time. That is called habit. Habits make the big difference in our success, in whatever we seek to do. What we do repeatedly or consistently is called a habit. It becomes routine or daily practice. Habits may not sound as exciting as motivation does, but many times habit beats motivation in helping us to do what we plan to do. It helps us to stay on course, especially after the excitement ends. To achieve what we want, we need both motivation and habit. Motivation is crucial to success in getting started on something important. As ZIGLAR put it, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Without starting, nothing is going to happen. And that's why taking the first step in the direction you want to go is considered so important. I like how DARREN said that each choice starts a behavior that over time becomes a habit. That sort of shows the connection between habit and motivation. Habits are powerful. They influence most aspects of our lives, from when we wake up to the way we prepare to face the day, the route we follow, what we eat regularly, and so on. Habits also play a role in our motivation. They can enhance or hinder our motivation. That is why I propose that habits beat motivation in the game of life, or in any other game for that matter. Whether you think of football, or volleyball, or basketball, or netball, or any other game. While motivation is useful in getting us started, without moving on to create consistent good habits, it will not deliver you to where you want to go. It will not deliver you, it will not take you, it will not help you to achieve what you want. Habit and motivation are both required for success. It takes motivation as well as great habits to perform consistently and to win. But habits beat motivation when it comes to sustaining the necessary action. As Jim Rohn put it, motivation is what gets you started, and habit is what keeps you going. Think about it. Think about it. Let's use the example of losing weight for illustration. Starting exercise is important in the weight loss journey, but it's not enough. It's not what makes the difference. The big difference comes from doing it repeatedly as a habit. I guess that's why Bruce Lee stated confidently that I fear not the man. Now, neither does eating healthy occasionally work. It's only when you make it a habit that it works. And this is the same for money. It's not what you save once in a while that counts, but what you save more repeatedly, month by month. And that is why savings and credit cooperative organizations, or SACCOs as they are popularly known in Kenya, help us become great savers. Because as SACCO supports the discipline of saving consistently, you can save a small amount monthly, and eventually it becomes a big amount, and you earn interest on it annually, which is then reinvested, and then you can borrow 3 to 4 times of your savings, and you invest in something, or build a house, or buy a car, or start a business. This is how SACCOs in Kenya have helped people with limited incomes to become wealthy. SACCOs have helped hustlers become rich, people to come from hustling to real wealth. I like what John C. Maxwell said, that you never change your life until you change something you do daily. Starting is important, but not enough to make a big difference. Many times we start to exercise with a lot of excitement. We hit the gym or start walking or jogging. Then after a few days, we start to feel so tired, so sore that we can't even see how to lift the gym bag, let alone get back to exercising. So you say, I will do it tomorrow. And then I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow, and tomorrow never comes. And finally, procrastination sets in, and that becomes the end of exercising regularly. Or even you stop it altogether. You start to say that you can't get time or things like that. Many times, it may be that we overdo it in the beginning and we start exercising too hard that we cannot sustain it. We lose momentum. It could even be a diet. And if you start too hard with very few calories, for example, as we sometimes are known to do, you start to feel weak and tired and overwhelmed, and you will not be able to sustain it. Let's say like the one that is popularly called the military diet, for example, and you take it beyond 3 days in your hurry to lose weight, you will soon realize that it's unsustainable. Anyhow, it's not even recommended by the proponents of the military diet to do it for more than 3 days. Looking at motivation and habit, in considering what you can rely on to achieve what you want, habit will beat motivation in that place. To quote OCTAVIA BUTLER, first forget inspiration. Habit is more dependable. Habit will sustain you whether you are inspired or not. Or as Robert Correa said, success is the sum of the small efforts repeated day in, day out. Consider that it takes small efforts every day, repeated every day. And if you look at all the examples we have used, whether it's about saving money, whether it's about exercise, whether it's about diet, it's a sum total of small efforts done every day that makes the difference. And if you go to the question of inspiration, of dependability, you will actually notice, you will realize even from your own experience and your own example, that it is habit that is more dependable than motivation. But for me, I always say I believe motivation is very important, because if you do not get started, how will you be able to make the difference? So you consider motivation as valuable because it gets you started. So for evidence, I would ask you to search in your own life. Look at your own life. Look at something that you have been able to achieve and sustain, and compare with something that you've been struggling with, something that you want to do and you've been struggling with, the way like I've been struggling with my weight loss. And you will see that you succeed in the areas where you not only have motivation, but you have good habits. I think for me, I need to go back and develop good habits about weight loss, because I always start with excitement and then it fizzles out and I'm at a loss and I'm not getting what I want. But as we keep saying, you have to get started. You don't have to see the entire journey or the whole staircase. Take the first step, that's motivation, and then start to build the right habits. And you will get there. You will build momentum, you will build momentum, and you will get to where you want to go. So thank you very much for watching. Do subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and tell others about it. Share my videos. Asante sana and karibu sana. We all need to elevate our mindsets at this time.